morning, you over 3,000 amazing people and the 83% that has yet to subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a little bit of a rules query that people are having with a dice roll. Yes, we're going to be looking at mortal damage and how that works. So, over the past week, I have had quite a few DMs regarding the rule that a lot of armies, models, war scrolls have in Age of Sigmar, which is to apply D3 mortal damage on your enemy equal to a 2+ roll. Now, people seem to get a little bit confused with this, so we're going to break this down into simplistic terms and allow people to understand it, because I think people are getting a little bit confused with the 2+ and instantly thinking of a D6, because, you know, in most cases, we're going to be using a D6 to do this roll. So what is it? Well, first thing first, the rule is quite simple. You inflict mortal damage, which is the new mortal wounds, to an enemy model by rolling a D3 and needing a 2+, and then scoring the equal amount of mortal damage than you rolled. Now, this is where people are slipping up and getting a little bit confused, because they're using a D6 to do the D3 roll. Now, Games Workshop don't really sell D3 dice. You can buy them. You can go to eBay. You can go to Amazon. Even local nerdy shops will probably sell D3 dice, because role players, D&D players, Pathfinder players like to have multiple crazy dice. And there are D3 dice on the market, so you can get one if you really want to. They look very strange. They're kind of someone's like squished them at the top. Anyway, the easiest way to do this is quite simple. We're going to break the dice down. So, if you use a D6, which in most cases you will, on a roll of a 1 and a roll of a 2 on a D6 will equal a 1 on a D3. Okay? A roll of a 3 and a roll of a 4 on a D6 will equal a 2 on a D3, and a roll of a 5 and a 6 on a D6 will equal a roll of a 3 on a D3. So when it comes to the actual rule of rolling a 2+, you roll a D6 dice and you need a 3 or a 4 to get that 2+, and a 5 and a 6 to get the 3. When it comes to the damage, you roll equals to what the D3 result would be. So if you roll a 4 on a D6, that would be a 2, therefore you do 2 mortal damage. If you roll a 5 or a 6, then obviously that is going to be a 3, and then you roll, and that's how you do then 3 mortal damage. It's not incredibly difficult, and the rules do thankfully have a nice little bit in it in the rulebook about dice and how this works, and it's pretty good. It's a page that most people do sort of skip by, because it's a bit like, you need a tape measure, you need this, you need that, and you need dice. People are like, of course you need dice, playing a war game, and they kind of just ignore that. So yeah, it can get a little bit confusing if you are new to wargaming and you are not used to the D3, D6 mechanic. You can get a 6-sided dice, which is a D3. It only has 1, 2, and 3 on it, numbers. It's really, really quite funny when people use them to cheat, when they have to do bravery checks and things, because they never roll higher than a 3. And yeah, and they're always white as well. These dice are always white. I do believe Games Workshop has sold one in the past. I think the Titanicus game allowed you to use a D3, and they came with a D3 in the set. I may have to have a look in my dice collection for one, but yeah. But either way, this was just a quick video to talk about mortal damage and the roll, and hopefully this has explained it a little bit better for you, and that it's a little bit easier. You know, roll a D6, you basically need a 3+. A 3 and a 4 is going to do 2 damage. A 5 and a 6 is going to do 3 damage. It's basically the easiest way of looking at this, okay? Because I've seen some pretty weird sort of explanations of how this rule works, that some people have even come out with that if you roll a 3 and a 4, that the 2 doesn't cause damage. Huh? Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff, but hopefully this'll make it easy for you. So hopefully. So it's a little video. I am going to be working today on a painting tutorial for the dinosaur, the Seraphon mount. As you can see, they're right there. Right there on my shelf. So I've got 2 boxes, so I'm going to be working on them. And if you actually look over my shoulder in my cabinet, just up there, you can actually see the finished veteran on his next to my Slam. So it's really quite exciting. And next week's going to be really cool. Next week's going to be really, really cool. Lots of faction deep focuses. I know the leaks are out. I'm trying to keep away from them so we get the full picture. And we will be basically doing that on rolling out as soon as possible with the Cities of Sigmar one on Tuesday, and then we will probably rolling out the Seraphon one on the Wednesday, and we will be doing the Blades of Khorne on the Thursday, and then on Friday we will do the Ideneth Deepkin for my good friend the Hobby Waffle, aka Simon. So yeah, and obviously I just need to do a lot of editing on the Howling Griffins video, and that will be coming out after the week of the launch of Age of Sigmar. Make prudent to do some Age of Sigmar painting content during the launch of Age of Sigmar 4th edition, and then once it's out, we will then be looking at some others. There's a lot of painting tutorials in the works. We've got a possible, definitely going to be happening because she arrived today. We're going to be doing a old world painting video, and I'm probably going to be doing a bit more old world content in regards to what I'm going to be doing with my Bretonnian army and how I'm going to be doing them going forward. Big inspiration from Decrepit Gaming and their speed painting stuff, so well done. If you haven't checked out Decrepit Gaming, head over there now and give him a subscribe. He is almost at 1,000 subscribers. Pretty cool that considering that he started his channel back in January. The old world and speed painting is definitely doing well for him. So if you want to see old world content by a grumpy old man, head over to Decrepit Gaming and give him a subscription. Right, that's enough waffle from me. I'm now going to go and drink my brew ski. So go and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video if anyone doesn't understand the rule. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.